right, thanks for joining me again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure the menu that we just added in the last video. So first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to configure the menu items. So I got to go to where my menu is and I put it in my global elements and I put it on my header, and I'm just going to click on edit header. And right now my menu has 5 menus items with some drop downs. So let's change it to 3 menu items with 1 drop down. So I'm going to click here on the menu, and then I click on this little gear looking thing and I hit configure items. When I do that, it's actually pretty simple and straightforward. First thing I can do is I can delete items right from the menu. So if I delete that and I delete that and I hit save, you'll see my new menu. Okay. Next thing I'll do is I'll click on it again. I'll hit the configure items menu. And I'm actually going to delete them all except home. So you can see it now. I just have 1. Now I'm going to click configure items again. And now I'm going to add an item. And I'm going to type in contact. And I'm going to hit save. And if I go look at it, now I have home and contact. I'm going to go add a new one. So I'm going to hit configure items. In this case, I'm going to add a drop down. So I'm going to label the item communities. I'm going to hit save. Then I'm going to click on edit communities, and then I can add submenus. So this is where I can type in sub items like Power Ranch. Add another one. Seville. I could add another one. Finley Farms. In this case, I'm just picking communities in Gilbert, Arizona. So there, I've got that. And then I can reorder them with these arrows right here. So I can move Finley Farms to the top if I wanted. And there I have a communities option with 3 options underneath it. I click save, and there we go. So home, contact, communities. Now, if I want to move communities over one next to the home, but between home and contact, I just have to move it like this, and I hit save. Okay, now, when I do this, now I have to have something happen when I click these. So I can click on the configure items. Sorry. I can click on configure items. And I can click on this link button right here. And this is what happens if you click it. So I could go to an external website. I could go to a page on my website. I go to pop-ups, anchors, videos, downloads, super checkouts. In this case, I'm actually going to go and just hit home because it's the home page, and I'm going to hit save. Now, if somebody clicks that, they'll go to the home page. Let's do one other thing. Let's add one more item. I do want to show you this right now. Let's add item, and I'm going to say free download, which could be anything. And I'm going to hit save. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. Now I'm going to click the link on that. Actually, let me move it. So let's go look, see what it looks like. Home, communities, free download, contact. Let's go and click it and hit configure again. Now on free download, I want to show you something cool. I'm going to click the little link button, and I'm actually going to click on download. Now I can select the file, and this is where I can upload PNGs, JPEGs, GIFs, GIFs, PDFs, docs, text, zip forms, PowerPoints, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to load this right here. This is a home buyer packet. So I just click on it and I click save. I hit save, and let me hit save one more time. So I saved the whole page. Let's go see if this works in preview. I don't know if this will work in preview. If I click, no, it won't. So now let's go to the actual website, which, by the way, here's a step you need to do. You leave the editor on the headers and footers and click Republish. Let's go to the website. Here's my menu, home, communities, free downloads contact. If I click home, it'll just go to my home page. Just like it should. We didn't configure communities, but we could have sent these anywhere, on site or off. Let's click free download and see what happens. Boom. Downloaded a buyer's packet. Just like that, right? So I think you understand how we can configure the menu. Let's go back into the editor. And now I've changed the look of the menu. So let's click on global elements again under pop-up. No, not pop-ups. Under headers. Let's hit edit the header. This time, when I click on the menu, let's click the little edit button right here. Right there. And these are some things we can change. So I don't use all these, but I'll click through them and see what happens. Okay, on general settings, we can actually turn it into a vertical menu or a horizontal menu. We can make it a full width menu. You see that? And we could left justify, align it left, center, or right. And this is something we can do on mobile where we can draw a little extra attention to the menu, okay? General colors. I believe this is going to be the background right here. And let's see. Okay, you might not see it, but let's see if I go back to general settings. If I go full width again, that's that color right there. So background would be that color if you use full width. Hope that makes sense. Let's keep going down. Borders. You could actually have borders on your menu, which I don't use a lot of borders. But I might use round border. Actually, let me get back on the menu. Yeah, I'm on the menu. And I think it's because I'm on full width. Let me put that off. Let me bring this back. Click on the menu. Click on Edit Elements. See, I could add borders to the menu, which I'm not going to. I could do round borders, which sometimes there is a reason to do borders, round borders. So that makes each box round. You can't see it in this view because of the colors. Burger menu is what will show up on mobile. Hopefully I'll show you that in a second. Items. This is big right here. This is where you can configure the spacing of your menu. And now you can start to see my hidden round corners and stuff under there. This is the first time I've used this menu as a starting point. I don't love it. The height. Lateral spacing. Colors. What happens when you like mouse over it and stuff. Shadows. Sub items when you have a drop down, how these appear. Background colors. If you want to have shadows, and if you want to save it as a master element. So that is not a beautiful menu by any means. It's not the way I wanted it to look, but I think you get the point. So what we did is we configured the menu by clicking on it and configuring the items. You can add items, add drop downs, all that kind of stuff, and actions. And then we click on the edit element, and that's where we open up this menu over here to make all the appearance changes to it. So hope this helps. The very next video we're going to do is actually quite simple. We're going to be adding a social bar. And here's an example of one right here where I just added a single item social bar. But if you have LinkedIn, Twitter, and all those other things, I'll show you how to add those. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.